There's no way. 2 videos in 2 days? What?
I did say I was going to upload more, but I didn't. We're here. And judging by the title, you can tell that I needed to get some things off my chest when it comes to Avengers Doomsday. After watching Thunderbolts and watching Fantastic Four and watching Brave New World this year, Avengers Doomsday has to be good, right? It just has to be. There is a chance that Avengers Doomsday just isn't good. And even though I don't want to admit that, it's a possibility. So today we're going to talk about 5 things that make me nervous for Avengers Doomsday. Number 1, the script. Avengers Doomsday has been filming for 3 months on an unfinished script. Think about that. They're filming a movie that hasn't even fully been written yet. The only other time Marvel has filmed a movie unfinished was the very first MCU movie with Iron Man. They haven't done that for any of the Avengers movies, and those movies are all good movies. Even Age of Ultron, the worst one, is still a good movie. And over on the DC side, we have James Gunn, who has now come out and said that filming on an unfinished script, it isn't good. You don't know how the film's going to work out. You don't know what the story's going to look like. You cannot film on an unfinished script. That's why he is swearing over at DC that they are going to make sure that every script is finished before they greenlight a film. They ain't going to film unless the script's finished because it doesn't work out. That's what Marvel's doing. They've already pushed the movie back a couple months next year. Still, we're 3 months into filming. You don't have the script done. So coming from me, I'm an aspiring screenwriter, right? I've been working on scripts. I want to write scripts. That's what I want to do for a living. I don't know how you could go into shooting a movie without knowing what the full story is going to look like, especially one as big and as with as many characters as Avengers Doomsday is going to have. You have to finish the script. We're 3 months in now. Come on. Number 2, the RDJ casting. We all knew this was going to be here on this list, even though I'm not like too much of a hater against the idea of it. It needs to be perfect if you're going to do it. We cannot just throw Robert Downey Jr. in this film after the story that we've built with him from Iron Man to Endgame. You can't just do that. You can't take the most noticeable face as a superhero and make him the biggest villain of this saga of the MCU. The Russo brothers did come out and say at Comic-Con that there is a reason and that this is the only person that can play Dr. Doom for their vision of Doom.
We give you the one person who could play Victor Von Doom.
So they're saying that it had to be Robert Downey Jr. I think they have a reasoning behind casting Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. I think it goes with their story, even though the story's not done. So Robert Downey Jr. is Dr. Doom. So we just got to hope that the script makes sense and that there is a reasoning behind him playing Dr. Doom. Number 3, too many characters. But wait, Infinity War and Endgame had about like 50 plus characters. No. This is different. It's a different movie completely. This is the first time that a lot of these characters are teaming up with anybody else in the entirety of their run in the MCU. Shang-Chi hasn't even had a second movie and he's joining in with the Avengers right now. A lot of these characters have not been flushed out yet. And on top of that, you're bringing characters back that we haven't seen in 20 plus years. It's too many. Bringing in the X-Men from the Fox universe can get messy real quick. This could easily become a cameo fest like Deadpool and Wolverine. And even though that works for a Deadpool movie, I don't see it working for an Avengers movie. We cannot just reduce the biggest movie since Avengers Endgame to a cameo fest. It just doesn't work that way. You need to flush out every single character. This is the first time you're going to be seeing key characters interact with each other. Spider-Man and Namor with the Fantastic Four, Sentry and Thor. We need a lot of time to flesh these interactions out. They cannot just rush into it real quick and have Johnny and Spider-Man just go like sup to each other. No. Interact, get them together. I want to see what happens when they talk and have a conversation with each other, and there just might be too many characters to do that in this movie. Number 4, the TV shows. To real MCU fans, this topic is not going to be an issue, but to the average watcher, it is going to be. Let's admit it, most people are not watching the MCU Disney Plus shows. It's not happening. Kevin Feige himself even knows about this because when talking about Thunderbolts and why it failed at the box office, he said, and I quote, "Thunderbolts was a very good movie, but nobody knew that title, and many of those characters were from shows." He knows that the characters from the shows aren't as popular as the characters from the movies. And as an example, last night I watched Thunderbolts with my parents. They skipped Black Widow. They didn't watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier because it's a Disney Plus show. And on top of that, they don't remember Ant-Man and the Wasp. So when it came time to knowing all of these characters, I had to like quickly pause and explain, okay, remember this character from Black Widow? No, I didn't see it. Oh, well, okay. Remember this character from Falcon and the Winter Soldier? I didn't see it. Oh, well, okay. Remember this character from Ant-Man and the Wasp? I don't remember it. Oh, well, okay. Thunderbolts did a good job bringing these characters back in and giving them such good writing that it didn't even matter that there were characters in the MCU previous to that. At the end of that movie, you grow to love those characters, you want to see more of them, and that's why they're coming back in Avengers Doomsday. But that's exactly what Avengers Doomsday has to do for some of these characters. You have to give them their movie introduction. You're gonna have people going, who's Kate Bishop? Why does she have a bow? Isn't that Hawkeye's thing? There's a Lady Hulk? Is that Loki? Didn't Thanos kill him? A lot of stuff gets explained in the shows. They have to explain these things to the average watcher. Don't just dumb it down and make it cheesy with dialogue. And number 5, the creative team's misses. First, I do want to start this off by saying I love the Russo brothers. I think what they have done for Marvel is extraordinary. The Winter Soldier is my second favorite Marvel movie. Civil War is great. Infinity War, Endgame, all great. And I think, honestly, they're the only ones that could tackle Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. Maybe besides James Gunn, but he's a little busy at the moment, right? The only thing is the issue arises when you look outside the MCU at the movies that they have made. The Electric State, Cherry, Extraction, The Gray Man, they're all not the most critically acclaimed movies. We do need to see the same exact Russo brothers that made those previous Marvel movies come back for Avengers Doomsday. If they are on their A game, Doomsday isn't going to be good. It's just plain as simple as that. And on top of that, the directors can only do so much with the writing, even when it's not done. The writers also have to be at their best. And the 2 writers for Avengers Doomsday, Stephen McFeely and Michael Waldron, they also have to be on their A game. McFeely is responsible for writing Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame, so he can do good, but he also wrote The Electric State, Thor the Dark World, so as long as he's not stooping down to the level of Thor the Dark World, we should be good. Waldron, on the other hand, has written 2 projects for Marvel, Loki Season 1 and Multiverse of Madness. One of them was really good, and the other...
And I've got to say, in all honesty, it's the biggest piece of dog shit.
So I really hope everyone brings out their best for this film. If not, it's not going to work out, and the average audience member isn't going to go watch Secret Wars. So we need to have a good Marvel movie here. There's a lot riding on this movie. Marvel has released 2 great movies back to back, and if they have ever needed to keep the streak alive more, it's right now with Avengers Doomsday. I really hope it's a good movie, and after the past 2 great movies, I really hope they can keep the streak alive for my sake and my sanity. So that's really all. Peace.